Science. You hear? You check out space, you matter. It's just science, man. Don't be a bully. Don't even be a bully to the bullies. It just makes more bullies. We can all be awful sometimes. We can all also be awesome. It's time to be more awesome. And that's what it's time for. History. We gotta study it so we don't repeat it. But if history does repeat itself, then I'm gonna name my pet dinosaur Reginald. I just hope he doesn't eat me. We can't just study history. We gotta make history. And history is made by ordinary people. Ordinary people like you and me. And that guy. The world's greatest thinkers. Confucius, Albert Einstein, Justin Timberlake. They put their pants on one leg at a time, just like me. But I put my pants on one leg at a time while I'm dancing. You can go by. Yeah. You're gonna be. You can't just sleep in. You can't be late. And you can't just hang out in the bathroom. That's gross. It's like what Whitman said. Yeah, well, except he didn't say that, but you would know that if you would read a book, people. Seriously, read a book. Any book except the vampire ones. You want to change the world? You gotta know about it. What if Shakespeare didn't go to school? His plays would be even more confusing. To be or not to be? Is that the question? I don't know what question is. I didn't go to school. Anybody? Help me out here. I got a question for you. What are you teaching the world? How to be boring? How to make the world sad? No! No, you're not. We're teaching the world what it looks like to be awesome. No matter who you are, somebody's learning from you. Everybody's a teacher and everybody's a student. Look for the awesome. Teachers see things. They see when you're running down the hall. They see when you're passing notes. But they also see the person that we can all become someday. A writer or a speaker or Martin Luther King. Teachers, keep teaching. Students, keep studiting. That's not a word. Sorry about that.
Like it or not, life is full of measuring sticks. How smart we are, how fast we are, how well we can, compete. But up until now, it's been pretty hard to tell how well kids are competing in school and how well they're going to do when they get out of school. We like to think that our education system does that. But when it comes to learning what they really need to be successful after graduation, is a girl in your neighborhood being taught as much as her friend over in the next one? Is a graduating senior in, say, St. Louis as prepared to get a job as the graduate in Shanghai? Well, it turns out the answer to both of these questions is no. Because for years, states have been setting different standards for what students should know and be able to do at each grade level. That's making it too hard to know if our kids are really doing well enough overall, and if they can really compete for a job someday. What we really need are clear goals. That's where the Common Core state standards come in. They're like a total sea change in education. Consistent, strong, clear benchmarks for English language arts and math. Here's how it works. You can think of kindergarten through 12th grade like a giant staircase. Each step is a skill your child needs to learn before stepping up to the next one. But right now, too many kids aren't really confident with like 2 plus 2 before they have to move on to 2 times 2. We need more focus on the skills that help them move up the stairs, or they can slip up and fall behind. And there's another problem. What if everyone's stairs were made at different heights? Well, here we go again. They are. So, a boy in Seattle who's rocking an A in English literature could be getting a C on his Chicago friend's staircase. Oops. We need to create consistent steps in education too. So first, each standard creates a landing on the staircase, a stop along the way as your child heads toward high school graduation. Each stop is a chance for every parent and teacher to focus on the skills their students are supposed to know at that step, no matter the zip code, language, or race. And more importantly, each standard makes sure all students are learning what they need to know to get to graduation and beyond. Because something like counting to 100 leads to understanding dollars and cents, which eventually leads to understanding how to manage a budget. Secondly, the standards are consistent from school to school, and they match up against international standards too. Now we know how we're doing compared to just about everyone. So even though local communities will still design their own curriculum, with the same rules, everybody can compete on the same kind of staircase. But standards aren't learning. That's why we need teachers, parents, and students to help make that happen by working together to help kids meet these standards. The world's getting more and more competitive every day. But now, when our kids get to the top of their staircase, they can have way more options on where their life goes from there. Clear goals, confident, well-prepared students. That's the Common Core State Standards.
Fifth grade, we love to read. Some of our stories come out of this Houghton Mifflin reading book. We also have about 15 to 20 novels to choose from that we love to share with our class. Right now, my class, along with the other fifth grade classrooms, is currently reading a wonderful novel called
Trouble River.
This is our math workbook, and this is our math practice book. In fifth grade.
Fifth grade, California, Common Core, mathematical practices. Make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. Reason abstractly and quantitatively. Construct verbal arguments and critique the reasoning of others. Model with mathematics. Use appropriate tools strategically. Attend to precision. Look for and make use of structure. Look for and express regular and repeated reasoning.
Operations and algebra thinking. Write and interpret numeral expressions and analyze patterns and relationships.
This is our number and operations in base 10. Understand the place value system. Perform operations with multi-digit whole numbers and with decimals to 100.
These are number and operation fractions. Use equivalent fractions as a strategy to add and subtract fractions. Apply and extend previous understandings of multiplication and division to multiply and divide fractions.
These are measurement and data. Convert like measurement units within a given measurement system. Represent and interpret data. Geometric measurement. Understand concepts of volume and relate volume to multiplication and to addition.
This is geometry.
Graph points on the coordinate plane to solve real-world and mathematical problems. Classify two-dimensional figures into categories based on their properties.
And that's math for 5th grade.
Welcome to 5th grade Science and Social Studies. This year in science, your students will be taking the CST test in April. They will be needing to know all 4th grade standards as well as 5th grade standards. Through experimentation and investigation, this is what we are learning in science this year. Water on Earth.
Solar system. Human body systems. Structural organisms. Matter. Weather.
Studies, we will be learning about
Geography. Early people. Native Americans. Explorers. Colonies. American Revolution. Constitution. Our nation expands.
A communication tool to be used through the parent and the teacher. Inside you will find papers. Some are to be returned to school and some are to be kept at home. On the back you can put notes on to tell something to your teacher if you'd like. Make sure to sign it and turn it in back on Thursday.
To learn and to have fun.
But sometimes kids forget to make good decisions. That's when the minor comes. The minor is a reminder for parents to teach you how to be better at school.
Other times, kids can be really bad, and that's when the major goes home, and hopefully no one gets one.
Remember to bring these back signed the next day.
Know that what I put into life is what comes back to me. I know that deep within me there is a desire and power to be good and to do the right things all the time. When I forget this perfectness about myself, I am not living up to my highest potential. From this moment on, I am renewing my purpose, which is to do and be my very best at all times. Then I know only the best will come back to me.
AR is our independent reading program.
Read books within your levels.
Read the book carefully before you take the test.
You earn points by correctly answering questions.
In AR, you need 50% fiction and 50% nonfiction.
In AR, you need to take your own AR tests.
Pass your AR goal every semester.
Gigi is the mascot for ST Math.
Gigi has challenging math games. Remember to play the grade.
Try to increase at least 2% each computer lab time.
By the end of the year, try to reach 100%. Gigi is available at home and the La Habra Library.